Hey simmers and animal lovers, it's Erin the Rescue Simmer, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to those who are new. This is a new type of video for the channel. This is the very first create a sim or create a pet video. And this was one that was actually requested by a friend of mine, Shar of Sim with Shar. Link to her YouTube channel will be in the description below. She actually had a request that I make her personal cat, Cleo, who you're seeing a picture of now. Cleo is kind of like her official, unofficial channel mascot. Every time she streams, and she streams quite often, we get to see a little cameo of Cleo. She always makes herself known. She's very gracious celebrity, makes time for Shar and for us. She is such a personality and such a fixture that Shar wanted to have a sim self of her to put in all of her recorded content and have her kind of start any challenge or any let's play in the household that she's starting with, which I thought was so cute. And I was so honored to be asked by Shar to make her pet. Now, I do this quite a lot for the Shelter Play Along series, for our sim selves of the real life animals who are actually available for adoption. I always pick 2 or 3 and we vote, and then I make all of them sim selves. This is, I found, much different of a process because I don't have to be super exact. I just have to get the general idea and the general feeling because we don't know those pets specifically. So we don't know them intimately. So I can just sort of get the general idea of their markings. I don't have to be super exact, but this is Shar's Cleo. She's had Cleo, I believe, since she was a kitten, so she knows her intimately. And oh my gosh, you guys, I wanted to get this right. I wanted to get this so right. So I'm going to be throwing up a couple of pictures. I have thrown up a couple of pictures. Shar sent me many, many more, and some that I won't be including, but I wanted to make sure that we got this so exact. I am no create a pet or like painting wizard when it comes to this. So this was a pretty great challenge. It was a way, goodness gracious, I'm going to be flubbing over my words, but we're not editing that out. We're already recording. I'm not going back. This is real life. So bear with me. I do apologize. But this was a really great way to not flex my skills, but sort of grow them. As you can see, Shar sent great pictures. She got amazing angles of Cleo, and she's got this cute little heart shape pattern on her nose, which I definitely wanted to get. She's also got a very specific head marking pattern that I wanted to make sure that we got in there. So I'm finding right now, as you can see, that we don't have the right nose color. Like Cleo's nose is mostly black, so I'm switching that. And then we're going to be getting the other markings. I went in with some pink, then went over with some black. You're going to see me using different white patterns and different black patterns. I'm really playing around because, again, although I do this quite a bit, I don't get into the nitty-gritty of the paint tool with the Create a Pet. So here we're going in and kind of doing that marking pattern above her eye. This image, I think, is actually flipped or superimposed. I'm showing it to you as it was sent to me, but with the other pictures of Cleo, she actually has her mostly, or her least black side of her face on this side. So you're going to see me flipping a lot through here. I don't do this style of video at all, so I'm hoping that it doesn't flip around too awful much. I decided here that I didn't like Cleo's eye shape, or SimSelf Cleo's eye shape, so I went ahead and switched that, found one that I was happy with, and then felt like I could continue with the markings because I had the right shape on her eye. So we've got her getting a really good, I'm just getting a good look at her, making sure that I like everything as I see it now. I'm going to go in and get her a collar because I was like, I need the collar placement because that'll help me with her other markings, knowing when I've gone too far. Now, Cleo, the sim version of Cleo, words are hard, is an American short hair cat, or I believe an American wire hair cat. I really did like that one. I think it had the right texture on the fur. I'm not great with texture, so I was like, oh, that's perfect. I'm moving now to her side markings. Those I had some different pictures here. This is her 3-year-old daughter, Luna. Luna was home with just being sick. She had some chicken pox. She did give me permission to use this photo specifically, so thank you, Char. And hi, Luna. If you are watching this, you did great, sweetie. So Luna and Char blind reacted to seeing Cleo himself. I think that's super cute. I will link the video in the description box below if I can find it, if it is out by the time I release this. If not, then I'll just go back and link it later. But we're getting Cleo's markings in the American wire hair. I didn't take that breed too much with a grain of salt, or I took it with a grain of salt because I just wanted to get her general face shape. She's got a very angular face, which I'm sure you can see here. And I felt like the wire hair, American wire hair, at least in game, captured that, and it gave me the right fur texture that I was looking for. I think Cleo would actually be classified probably as like a British long hair or British short hair, possibly something like that, maybe a British wire hair. Cat breeds, at least in the rescue world, they tend to just sort of slap on whatever is most usual for the area. Here I'm going in, I'm trying to put some fur, like she's got little white flecks all along her black, which is pretty common. It's really rare to have an all black cat. Normally they're very, very dark brown, or they've got some white hairs. It's just that black pigment is very, very hard for them to carry all throughout their life. You'll see some white kind of get in there. So I'm trying to add that. She's also got these little knee markings, which I'm trying to get a good picture of, or like try to shade that correctly. I was actually pretty proud of the markings on her back. So I'm going in right now, just trying to get all of that correct. I'm kind of seeing places that I have missed and trying to just get things in last minute. You'll see me flip to the other side here soon and just put in those white markings. I think I might have been a little heavy-handed with this. If I could go back, I would probably make the little white hair markings larger and then superimpose that over rather than do a whole bunch of little clusters. I would probably do a lot of things different, but this was a really great opportunity for me to use these tools. I'm pretty intimidated by them. So I am super grateful. I think Cleo was a great first try. This is not my first try, but my first on-screen try at this. I was super intimidated by her coat, like the back markings on her coat, because they're not exactly blotches and they do have these lines all over them of white. So it's not like a pure black saddle. You can see here that I'm adding the hair marks, and I'm messing with the angle. I'm trying to make sure that each side is balanced, and trying to make it so that we have the same here. And then all that's left really is her personality. Cleo, Char shared with me, is on a little bit of a weight loss diet. She's affectionate, but she can be a little bit skittish, so I wanted to show that through. And then all that's left is to name her. Thank you guys so much for watching along with me. Like, subscribe, and comment. Please make sure to check out Char's first LP with her in it, linked below. And as always, you guys, happy simming.